The PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. For the second year running, Aaron Klyer finds himself leading the championship entering the back half of the season. However, there was plenty of challengers looking to dethrone him. A mix of youth and experience, including leading rookie Brady Fielder, the always consistent Cliff Richardson and his brother Lachlan, past champion Cody Heffernan, and Queensland star Kurt Shepherd, all gunning for the young champion. The Cairns Convention Centre in far north Queensland would play host to the next event on the calendar, with another 400 series points up for grabs for the event winner.
Are you ready to meet the Cowboys of the PBR?
With the grand entry complete, it was time to ride. First up would be a young rising star of the sport.
Number one man in the rookie race, Brady Fielder. Yep. Watch out.
Getting his night off to a great start with an 84 on Cowboy Cash. The Bulls got their own back on our next two riders. Scene of the crash too good for Flavio da Silva. Then Oscar Lee couldn't handle Rock Slide. Next to go would be Bud Williamson on Culture Shock.
Bud Williamson. Look at this.
Williamson scoring 82.5. Ethan Watts was next out but barely lasted the 2 seconds on Side Effect. And Kurt Shepherd didn't last much longer on 25 to Life. Gustavo Pedrero was next in the chutes, getting ready to fly on Disco Duck.
He needs to be more than 84 to take the lead. Come on, Gustavo. Ride.
83.5 for the veteran. Young gun Josh Kavanagh had an awkward out against Disturbed, which brought up Mexican Francisco Morales on Calcadoon Kid.
I don't know about you, North Queensland, but I'm cheering for the 36-year-old man from Mexico. Come on, Francisco. Get it done.
84.5 for Morales, moving him into the lead. And it was another veteran international star up next, Rubens Barbosa, looking to see out the 8 seconds on Specsaver.
Here he is. Rubens. Getting it done. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go ahead and pay him off for the bull ride tonight. Come on.
The 36-year-old matching age and scores with Morales, putting him in the equal lead. Australian Bailey Woodard went agonisingly close on panic stations. And then Merv Church felt the wrath of road rage.
Go! Hustle, Merv! Hustle! Ah. Yay! Whoa! Jeff Hall just risked life and limb to protect Merv Church.
The ride past protection athletes doing an incredible job. Cliff Richardson would be hoping for a better outcome on Indian Outlaw.
But here's Cliff Richardson. He's trying to get it done. Cliff is in the driver's seat.
85.5, catapulting Cliff into the lead. But there was still a few to go, and Lachlan Slade was next on Sick and Twisted.
That is a huge amount of pull to move, and here we go. All right, commitment, dedication, and he has found the sweet spot. Whoa! Oh, look out! this man. Lachlan Slade has got a brand new bash in his Statesman hat. The boot, but he is excited.
The dismount of the night so far, but also the ride of the night, scoring 87.5 points to take the event lead. The last man out would be our series leader.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to watch the reigning and defending PBR Australian champion, Aaron Clier. Here we go. Here we go.
Once again, showing why he's the man to beat in this year's series, going joint leader with 87.5 on the DOC. The PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. 22 riders, along with 52 bulls, have gathered at the Cairns Invitational. In round one, we saw 10 Cowboys qualify rides. However, in round two, the bulls came out charging. Along the way, dealing out one of the most brutal wrecks of the season.
Troy Wilkinson. Whoa! He's out. He's out. Oh man, he is Dave Gibson's up. Statesman officials assisting him out of the arena. You guys are doing the right thing, and we'll watch it right here. That's the first hit. There's the second and the third. That's why these guys wear helmets. They are designed to absorb that impact, and had he not been wearing a helmet, it would have been far, far worse. How about it one more time, you guys? Put your hands together and help out Troy Wilkinson.
Troy would make a full recovery, but the bulls continued to dominate, and we would see just 4 men make the 8-second buzzer in the round. One of those, our ram ride of the night, Aaron Clier on Freckles Brown.
No bull rider in PBR Australia history has ridden this bull, but he's got the reigning and defending PBR Australian champion on his back tonight. Can Aaron Clier do it? Come on, man! Hey, look at this! Oh, and there's going to be a pause in the celebration because I've got a clock that says 6.69 seconds.
The ride was reviewed by the judges and was declared that Aaron had not touched the bull. His 89-point score would stand as one of the highest of the season. Rubens Barbosa then managed to stay perfect on the night on Gangatino.
Rubens Barbosa already with one score on the board. Go. He's got a seat. He's got a seat all day long. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are number 23 in the world, you ride bulls just like that.
87.5 points. A score that would be matched by Kurt Shepherd on Silent Rage. That effort launching him into the short go. And the same would apply for Brazilian Robson Gudez, who needed this to advance.
He needs to ride this bull. He needs a qualified bull ride. Robson. He is going to move on.
84 points, giving Gudez the final berth in the championship round. Our field was set, and our 8 highest scorers would line up against the 8 rankest bulls in the pen. First up would be Mexico's Morales on Fully Locked and Loaded.
And I'm going to cheer for Francisco Morales. Whoa!
44.5 for the bull, and the bovines remained in control. Mitch Payton unable to hold on to Berserk for the 8 seconds. Which brought Cliff Richardson up on Black Tuxedo.
In his 9th year as a professional bull rider, let's help him. Let's help him make his way. Clippy.
44.5, equaling the highest bull score of the night. Next to go was Lachlan Slade on Rock the House.
Here is a man that needs to strike while the iron is hot. And I've got a feeling that he's going to get it done. Oh, man, he is in a world of trouble, folks. But the news is positive. He made it. He made it.
87 points, leaving him in outright second, just 2 points behind Aaron Clier's 2-round total. Next up would be Kurt Shepherd, his bull, Barnyard.
Wouldn't it be great to see someone win this again from right here in far north Queensland? OMG! How good is Kurt Shepherd?
Despite scoring an impressive 88 points, Kurt Shepherd would not make back-to-back victories. His total still 1 point shy of Aaron's mark. There were 3 men left to go. Along with Aaron, 2 Brazilians, and the first of those would be Robson Gudez on Bring It On.
Here we go.
His compatriot, Rubens Barbosa, would be next out on Iron Jacket.
Taking towards another World Finals qualification. Here we go. Oh.
There was 1 man left to go, and he had already sealed the victory with his first 2 rides in the competition. But that meant little to reigning series champion Aaron Clier, who wanted to send a message to his challengers as he mounted a Palooka and got set to buck out of the chutes.
Probably one of the greatest to ever play the game to come from here in North Queensland. It's Aaron Clier, the Australian champ. Oh.
The frustration evident on Clier's face. However, he had won the night and extended his series lead.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, great that I won it. A little bit disappointed that I didn't finish on my short go bull, but I'm still happy with how it went.
Our riders, contractors and bulls would now head south for the next round in Newcastle. The long road south. In 2019, RAM had provided vehicles to help move the PBR from city to city. Over 20,000 kilometres to be covered throughout the season. These logistics just one element of what brings this show to countless cities across the eastern coast of Australia. The next fans to get a taste would be those in Newcastle, as bull riders and fans flowed into the Newcastle Entertainment Centre, where our cowboys would do battle for the Newcastle Invitational Buckle. Oscar Leake was one of several local riders that the fans had to cheer for. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the job done in his hometown. In fact, most of our riders in round 1 struggled to cover their bulls, including major championship contenders Kurt Shepherd, Cody Heffernan, Cliff Richardson, and even series leader Aaron Clier failing to make the 8-second buzzer. But there was one local who managed to buck the trend and make the score. Lachlan Richardson on Supernatural.
All right, he's nodding his head. Here he goes. Yeah, he's got him. He's got him.
A modest 79.5 for Lachlan. The next man out, Fraser Babington on Down Under.
Looking for success here on the back of this bull. Let's watch him go to work.
Babington bettering Richardson with 80.5. There were only 2 other scores of note in round 1. Last year's rookie champion, Lane Mellors on Ransom 2.
Here we go. Come on, Lane. Help him, everybody, help him. Yes, sir.
85.5, putting Lane in the lead.
Oh, how about Lane Miller's tonight, Newcastle?
Then it was the leader in this year's rookie race who rode shots for 82.5.
But I tell you what, he can ride bulls. Here we go. Look at this.
Round 1 providing just 5 scores, and on a night where the Cowboys were struggling, round 2 saw a similar scenario, the Bulls once again dominating.
Oh. Come on, Cliffy.
But those who did last the 8 posted some impressive scores.
And a great ball. Come on, let's get loud. Yes, come on. Do it. Do it. How about Kurt Shepherd?
85.5 on Cattle King Ray-Ban, and he became the 6th man to score. Aaron Clier would be up next on Sweet Pro's Mystery, looking to make good after falling in round 1.
The #1 Cowboy this year, trying to continue that lead on Sweet Pro's Mystery. Here we go. Come on, everybody, let's go. OMG, how good is Aaron Clier?
86.5, placing Clier in the event lead, but not for long. Local Lachlan Richardson going even better on Big Buck Hunter.
You love him, you want him to ride the bull. Come on, Lucky. Come on. Oh, yes.
Lachlan posting the highest score of the night, matching his score to the Bulls, both 44 points to bring him a total of 88. He was also the first Cowboy with 2 scores on the board, and his total of 167.5 placed him in a commanding position. Fraser Babington was next to go, hoping to emulate Lachlan's score and reclaim the event lead.
Russian roulette is the bull from Stuart Tim. Ridden 3 times in 9 attempts. Here we go with the Kiwi. Babington. Babington. The Babs. And we have a race for the Monster Energy Newcastle Invitational.
88 points, matching Richardson's efforts and taking his total to 1 more than Lachlan's. The New Zealander on 168.5 would now lead going into the championship round, where the local hero Lachlan would no doubt have plenty of crowd support. Only one other rider would record a round 2 score, Sam Woodard on shotgun.
All right, Newcastle, it's time to get loud. Let's go. Come on, louder. Wow, Sam Woodard has come to town to ride, and he did.
82.5, enough to put him through to the championship round as one of only 8 men to qualify a score. It had been a tough night for our riders, and it wasn't likely to get any easier in the championship round. Freckles Brown starting it off, accounting for our final qualifier, Sam Woodard, in just 3 seconds. Now to have their shot would be the leader in the 2019 rookie race, Brady Fielder.
But you're looking at a talented 19-year-old bull rider that is number 3, and I mean, he's trying to put the pressure on everybody else. Wow, how about Brady Fielder, Newcastle?
Fielder scoring 86 points on Black Tuxedo, drawing him dead level on the overall standing with Fraser Babington, who was due to be our last rider out. Fully locked and loaded made short work of Lane Mellors before Kurt Shepherd climbed aboard Call Me Joe.
Here we go. Let's win some more tonight.
Next, Aaron Clier got a rematch from the previous week on Palooka.
But he needs to slay this dragon tonight.
Palooka again getting the better of our series leader. That would bring up local Lachlan Richardson, looking to stay perfect on the night, currently a single point behind our leaders.
Get ready to help him out. Let's go. Lockie, no.
Mr. Buckmore ending Lachlan's hope of a hometown win. The last man in the chute was veteran New Zealander Fraser Babington. He had drawn high-flying Akubra, currently tied for the lead. If he wanted outright victory, he would have to go the distance.
He's tied for the lead, but he needs to be 8 seconds to walk away the clear champion. No!
Babington bucked off and Brady breathes a sigh of relief. They would share the title as joint champions of the 2019 PBR Newcastle Invitational.